The start of a fresh season, but we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Smith, and it's Boozer in at the center position.
And just sinks it over the tall defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You don't even give them a sliver of a window. They're going to make that shot.
And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Smith. Here's Delamere. But he can't answer back with his three-pointer offline. To the paint. It's there. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Pass to Delamere. Launches a three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Takes a step back. Here's Gabriel. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Here's Delamere. Hits a three-pointer. Delamere's got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Durant. Outside Payne. Three-pointer. And Durant hits the lead. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already. Still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Pass to Delamere. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. 9 points in the game.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fella whatsoever.
Durant, no good. Gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Pass to Smith to the left side wing. A nice shot by Delamere.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
From behind the arc, knocks down the triple.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Leading by 7. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
They've got Kevin Durant, and it's Pope in at the 4.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated.
Sure, from three-point range.
Guys with size who shoot with range, that is a tough tandem to defend.
Here's Frazier. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Texas with a rebound.
And you know you're going up against a team that has momentum on the break. Testing them in the conference semis out of field. And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Going 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
come down to getting favorable switches going.
It does, B.A. You see so many of the great teams, those competing for championships. What is their primary goal on offense? Find the weakest target defensively and go at them.
Pass to E. Here's Price. Guarded by Durant. Shot clock at 6. Releases from 15. Price gets the bucket. Price has got his second bucket on the night.
Very clever how he creates space against the bigger defender.
It's true, may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
3, Smith. There, grabs the miss. Texas has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Open look for Durant. And there's another one for Texas.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Price. He's got 5. And he comes up with a bucket.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch. Another reason why they're up, just taking what the defense giving it here.
Here's Price. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And that one's good.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And no good. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Texas. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hey folks, first off, let's take a look at the overall NBA schedule on tap for tonight. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the tip-off.
It's going to be an exciting one, Ernie. I'm ready.
Yeah, so am I, big fella. Let's get it going.
See, every time you bet me
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for Texas.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals how they reflect that. Keeping everyone involved, keeping everyone engaged.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
First couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Texas leading by 5. They've got Kevin Durant, and it's Gabriel in at the 5. Wide open. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Durant's got 18 points in the game.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
We've got Smith, and it's Boozer in at the 5 spot. Now here's Payne. Count it from distance. He's got 6.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Here's Boozer. No made baskets yet. 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot right down there.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. Big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense is coming from. They're going to move him more than for this one.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. blocking teams.
Well, an important element of their defense is the ability to intimidate. I mean, their stellar shot blocking last year accomplished that in a big-time way.
We've got 1:48 left in the third. Down low. Cuts off the pass. And here's the fast break. Here's Pope. No points yet. Yes, sir! KD for three.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
There's 1:26 left in the third. Here's Price. 7 points in the game. Here's Dalembert. Oh, and he got the foul on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Right there. He got hammered.
First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Texas leading by 12. From deep. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Texas shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And he's good on the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
Boy, when you watch these guys shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Here's Boozer. Yet to see a basket. 6 to shoot. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Payne. Durant for 3. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Dalembert. Excellent D there from Payne.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
Here's Gabriel. Let's go with a 3. And another 3 from Texas.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And Chris Spence wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Launches it from deep. Not going to go that time. And so is Texas. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back to the game after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Kevin Durant, and it's fair, and at the three, the small forward.
Boy, how about that pass? Right where it needed to be.
Now that's how you rock the rim. Give them the 2 points and add a little style there as well.
Ridiculous. Shooting is around 55% so far. Smith against Payne. Here's Yee. He drops it from range. Yee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Back to Payne. Texas working the ball around now. Here's Durant, and there's another one for Texas.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Smith passes to Price. Back to Smith. Offline with a three. Texas leading by 20. Here's Payne. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Pass to Smith. Lets the three fly. Lets it go from deep. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Texas.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
First one falls, and with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. If there's too much money at stake, I don't believe this will ever happen.
Nails the third. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Texas. Counted. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
The visitors with the ball. They set the screen. Pass to D'Alembert. And that was good.
It all happened in an instant. Turning defense into offense. I love it.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Here's Smith. Here's D'Alembert. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple. D'Alembert's got 19 points.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Texas leading by 21. Outside Payne. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back out.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Clock is at 3. Rice, rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Durant, and there's another one for Texas.
And usually teams go on runs from a bunch of layups and dunks, but that's not the case here.
And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
And here's Payne outside. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest. Gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Pass to D'Alembert. Will it go? Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Outside Payne. The 3! And D'Alembert pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Smith. Tipped. Here's Fair. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. Here's Price. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Here's Durant. Sinks that one from the post. Durant's got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Price. Hands it from the wing.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
To the middle. Here's Payne. And he throws it down with one hand.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Pass to Gabriel. Fires the 3. Price pulls it in. He's gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Sends it home from 3-point land.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Here's Price. Smith outside. Pass to D'Alembert. And the ball ends up out of bounds. Now keep possession. And a moment to check out who Texas has coming up. On Wednesday, then on Friday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Here's D'Alembert. Just 5 on the clock. Over Payne. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. D'Alembert's got 12 points here in the second half.
And it really took a while, but they've started to find their form. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a champ like that? So Texas wins it. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Hart. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Andy LaForge reporting from the sideline. Here's a look at what's coming up for Texas on Friday and then on Sunday. Starting group for the visitors. They've got English, and it's Santos in at the small forward. And for the Longhorns, you've got Payne. Durant is out there with Bear. And it's Gabriel in at the 5 spot. And you look across the NBA landscape, Stan, a lot of turnover in the summer.
Yeah. It takes a few weeks just to get used to seeing coaches and players in different spots around the league. And it'll take some time for those players and coaches to adjust as well.
Massive sharp potential for Kevin Durant, especially if he can hit that consistently.
Here's Santos. Payne covering. 5 on the clock. Here's Delgado. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter at the earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Corner shot. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Lets it go from 14. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. KD's got 7 points in the game. Here's a Kobe.
Oh, that's great TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. We've got 1:28 left in the first. There's Gabriel. A three-pointer is right on target.
He likes to get in a rhythm early.
Yeah, Goodell got it. Got a piece of it. Gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Just 4 to shoot. Tigers from way outside. Texas has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Payne's shot is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Count that one.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. They set the pick. Buries the long-range jumper. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside? One. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Longhorns up front, up 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Texas.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Dunleavy is up there with Payne.
Take a break.
Then it's Labissiere.
2 shots.
And it's Abdelnaby in a 2-guard. That free throw, no good. And Texas making a change here. De Silva's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Texas leading by 4.
making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
After Levens. Oh, and a pass breakdown for the Longhorns.
He takes advantage of him in every way possible.
And Brady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bam, right to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Lets it go with the three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
A three ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Does Jovic get his first 3 points of the game?
Matching baskets from the perimeter of today's game.
Well, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph, Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
1:14 left to play in the first half. Pass to Delgado. Here's Sancho. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Texas. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And Abdelnaby gets it to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
English on the wing. Here's Stimac. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again to the paint. Using his length inside.
And great ability to also play inside due to the size of the rim.
Lets it go from deep. That one's good. The Texas lead has been down to just 10 points with the bucket from Delgado.
That kid takes the lead totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for it.
Just free to shoot for 3. Durant. And against the Longhorns from deep.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. The team's shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Longhorns out front. They finish off the second quarter on a 15-6 run. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
Perimeter D, apparently not their strong suit. And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. Tip-off is 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
I'm predicting a somewhat lopsided outcome. I'm just saying.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
It's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on the quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
So it's the visitors now, trailing by 13. We've got Durant. Fair is out there with Payne, and it's Gabriel in at the center position. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the Kobe.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. They've got English, and it's a Kobe in at the 5, patrolling the bench. Nice shot by Beatty.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting a pretty good result.
And for the long haul. And
well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And that's a quick look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to a Kobe. Let's go. Texas grabs the miss. Oh, and that one, no question, fired it down.
Let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. 1:49 left here in the third quarter. English outside. Inside, Durant with the steal. A finish. Whoa, man! Dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Pass to Delgado. 4 on the shot clock. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Delgado's got 10 points in the game.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what wins the game.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
That's tipped. Here's Delgado. 10 points for him. Fast break, Texas. Here's Abdelnaby. That's good. Nice assist KD got his 4th assist in this one. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Delgado. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
A deep three from Durant. English pulls it in. Down low. Here's Delgado. It's over point.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And so it's Texas, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And we reach the 4th.
What a dunk.
You can see he was setting that up the minute he got his hands on the ball.
Well, you got to know what you're doing if you're going to do it. If you're going to try that, right? Oh, wow.
That was sensational. And you got to love seeing a guy having fun out there.
Levin. It's good from long range.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
There's Labissiere, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter and hallmark of today's game.
Sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And the basket is good. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
The visitors with the ball. Get some room on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
No good on the 3. Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Texas leading by 21. Pass to Dunleavy. Back to Labissiere. And Santos pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
They set the screen. 5 to shoot. And Levins throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And here they come. Here he goes. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Hit the shot. Santos, no good. Texas leading by 21. Labissiere is got 11 in the second half.
Well, his offense is carrying him right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Shoots the three, and Texas hits again from deep.
Great reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Shot clock at 6. Yes, that goes in. Texas has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Fair passes to Abdelnaby. Here's Labissiere, and here's the Longhorns from deep.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
There's the screen. Fires the three. And Santos gets it to go. Texas leading by 23. Pass to Fair. Jacks up a three. Going on the three-point shot. Fair's got 6 points in the quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Texas taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
when it's time to I'm knee deep in the. Look, I'm telling you, man. If you get jammed up, won't mention my name. Forgive me, I know I ain't living right. Gotta feed the block, starving, they got appetite. And this is every day, it never gets old. When I was a juvenile, stuck to the. This ain't a rap song, this is my life. And if the hood was a, then I earned stripes.
If you're looking for me, I'll be on the block with my possibly now, because I'm a rider. Oh yes, a soul survivor. So everybody know the game don't stop, trying to make it to the top for you now. If you a rider, oh yes, a soul survivor.
Gotta watch every move, cause them eyes be on you. Gotta drive real cool when them be on. That's cause we stack paper and we ball outrageous. Got us under surveillance, like animals. This ain't that's a star when you put them on stages. I ain't cheat, played the hand I was dealt. Tried to tax a grand pearl, I went and got it myself. Let's get it. No glory. My the true story. The city on didn't even try. Run the streets all day, I could sleep when I.
Cause if you're looking for me, you can find me on the block. A real thoroughbred from the streets, pants sagging in my drawers. Just keep on moving now. Just to keep on moving now. Just to keep on moving now. Just to keep on moving now. Hey, but if you're looking for me, I'll be on the block with my possibly now. Because I'm a rider. Oh yes, a soul survivor. So everybody know the game don't stop, trying to make it to the top for you now. If you a rider, oh yes, a soul survivor. If you're looking for me, I'll be on the block with my possibly now. Because I'm a rider. Oh yes, a soul survivor. So everybody know the game don't stop, trying to make it to the top for you now. If you a rider, oh yes, a soul survivor.
She bad, I like this. Now she wanna face cut valid and she got nice lips. Innocent and a freak, that's my type. 10 out of 10, yeah, that's my. If you like TikTok like this, I know what you're on, don't try hide it. I girl, move your waist and wine like this. Face cut valid and her body come perfect.
Let's meet your home team.
Coaches can tell if they've got it or not.
Well, unless you're a defending champion, a few games won't tell you much. What coaches are looking at now is how the players gel together, and if they can produce. Consistent results.
Here are the 5 for Texas. They've got Kevin Durant, and it's Payne in at small forward. Shot clock at 5, and the basket by Brown.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Knocks it down from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Durant against Brown. Pass to Chapman. The three. Rebounded by Gabriel.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
On target from range.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
Here's Higgins.
Texas foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Wolverines. Number 53.
1:36 left in the first quarter here. And that one is stabbed right through.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. He's there. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
5 to shoot. There's the triple. And the three-pointer goes.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Durant for 3. And another 3 for Texas.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Fires for 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Look at him fly!
Look at that power.
He's showing absolutely no mercy.
Wow! Look at his teammates. They're loving it. They're letting him know.
I can't believe he tried that in game.
Connects from downtown.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is playing the way it's supposed to.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Texas ahead, up by 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Texas.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
And for Texas, they've got Kevin Durant, and it's Payne in at the 3 spot. Here's Gabriel, guarded by Russell. Right side Payne. And another 3 for Texas.
Those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
Yeah, no choice there but to burn a timeout. You've got to talk it over, reboot, and hope your opponent cools off a little bit. Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
Now here's Brown. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. On Saturday, then on Monday.
And that game against the Cardinals, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
Texas leading by 6. Durant looking around. The 3 is up. And another 3 for Texas.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Commissioner Anderson was asked about the wellness that he's thrown around in Blues office. He said, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. Ryan, back over to you.
Not a bad idea. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. They knocked down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And both free throws good for Durant.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's Higgins. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Sinks it from distance.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Pass to Payne. Takes a 3. Drops in the 3. Payne's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brown with it. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Page. Rebounded by Payne.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Wow. Their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Here's Higgins. And he's going for the oop here. So it's Texas. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
When I look at Texas, couldn't have had asked for a better start. I love the focus and they're determined.
Come on, man. It's been 2 games. You can't judge anything by that.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Wolverines.
I like shooting jumpers just as much as the next guy, but you have to challenge the paint as well. Right, partner?
Yep, they've got to go zen and find that balance.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Wolverines. 11 three-point game. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. And it's May in at the foul. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half. Outside Durant. Katie jams it straight down.
And sends it home with some pack.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. And there's the screen. The three is up. Gets the three ball to go. He has 6.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Buries it from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to May. Ooh, it's stolen away. 3 on 3. Here's fair. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Make some noise for your team.
More glowing than saying the player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
4-3. He buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
Just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Well, you can tell when a shooter is confident. He shot that like he knew it was going in.
Now a timeout called by Texas. Our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season.
And looking at last season, the thing that jumps out at you is their three-point percentage. Best in the league in that category, which is great to see considering how valued the three ball is nowadays in our game.
Tipped away. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Here's De Silva. Nails it from 3. De Silva's got 6.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Tries it from the top of the key. Count that one.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
Now here's Durant. He's got 13. Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance. Gabriel's got his second bucket of the night.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's May. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
De Silva with the bucket.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Against Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Chapman. Takes the 3. Unable to get that one. And so it's Texas looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. More 2K action in just a moment. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So for Texas right now, they've got Kevin Durant, and it's Fair in at the power forward position. Russell a screen on Durant. Inside. Back to Russell. The three-pointer off the mark. Texas leading by 20. Here's Abdelnaby. And another 3 for Texas. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel at any sport.
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Longhorns. From deep, and another 3 for Texas.
I just love the ball movement.
Benjamin, guarded by Durant, drains the triple.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
And another 3 for Texas.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
With the drive, tipped. Here's the break. Here's De Silva. And another 3 for Texas. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Texas.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points. Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's De Silva, and that one's good, fair.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Here's Kersey. They set the pick. Oh, denied by Durant. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. The three-point line was only like above the break. Teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
So Texas wins it. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Pass to KD. Here's Abdelnaby. Three-pointer nailed from three-point land.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final.
Smith is out there with Miller. And there's Harper. And it's Carpenter at point guard.
And both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Clock at 4. Durant kicks to Fair. And again, it's the Longhorns from deep.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Carpenter. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor at the basket.
And his ability to efficiently score that really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead of the scoreboard.
Here's Abdelnaby. And again, it's the Longhorns from deep.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Thornton's checked in for Smith. And Texas making a change here as well. Gabriel's checked in. And so here's the home team. 3-point lead. Thornton a screen on KD. Let's play. The ball for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Nice pass. Nice pass and a resounding dunk.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Now, here's Harper. 6 on the shot clock. Connects from three-point range. 22 points for him.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taking advantage of a really tired defense.
Oh, wide open look for Durant. And again, it's the Longhorns from deep.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Here's Carpenter, drills the elbow jumper.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Here's Gabriel, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Here's Carpenter, and a great assist by Rose. That one goes in.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here is Harper. The Longhorns getting their last shot to go. Carpenter passes to Harper. Takes the three. Gets the three-point of the fall.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second.
And Durant launches from deep. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And talk about a terrific stroke. Defense was hoping that a three ball that deep wasn't going in.
There's Gabriel. And Texas hits again from deep.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And Fair kicks to KD. And Texas hits again from deep. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stretch for the Longhorns.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers and turning those turnovers into points. Ready to get after.
And so it's Texas who comes out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building. Late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came to when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan.
I've been on a boat screaming skis. St. Laurent, they bring it to the beach. She was fortune key in Middle East. Got her screaming, RP the key. Can't stand us. Dog it, put your mans up. Walked her down in Landvans. Pocket full of grandparents. Old school to Trans Am one. Culling in the ambulance one. You good, your mans can't come. I don't give a.
Pass to Durant.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And for Texas, they've got Kevin Durant, and it's fair in at the small forward position. They're scoring now all even.
They really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
That's to Rush. Drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he drops it first. Both teams will make substitutions. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. The last one's off. They'll settle for 2.
Golden opportunity to take the lead. Instead, he nearly knocks up the score. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to the guys who we know can open up things for others.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy looks inside.
Drills it from deep. Russia's got 17 points here in the second half.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And there's another one for Texas.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Five on the clock. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Texas working the ball around now. Pass to Fair. Texas needs to get off a shot here. Wing shot on the way. That shot missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Labissiere. Buries it down low. Labissiere's got 4 points in the quarter.
Against good defense, he finds just enough room to operate.
So Texas wins it. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA.
Can't understand.